Hi, Charles SirBookSage here with my 2022 winter TV watching goals. Now you might be saying, Charles, you're a booktuber. What the hell are you making a TV watching video for? If you saw my 2022 booktube goals video for the whole year, which I'll link cards down below, I just mentioned that I'm going to be making this quick little winter goals series. And the reason one of the 3 videos in this little mini series is about TV shows is they tie directly into some reading I actually want to do. I'm determined to finish watching Bosch on Amazon Video. And I'm determined to finish watching Longmire, which I think, is it on Netflix at this point? So, yeah, because I think I'm early in season 5 on Bosch, and I've got 2.5 seasons to go on Longmire, because I have at least book 1 for Bosch and for the Longmire book series that these TV shows are based on in my library, my Kindle. And I think if not my Kindle and my Audible, at least my Kindle. And I really want to start reading them because these are 2 fantastic TV shows, and outside of things I would normally read. So, but, it's fun to branch out. You can't always read epic fantasy and sci-fi. It's fun to branch out a little bit. So, and I really want to read these Bosch books and these Longmire books. And I learned recently that that movie Lincoln Lawyer, starring Matthew McConaughey, is based on a book written by the same guy who writes the Bosch books. And I believe that the Lincoln Lawyer character and Bosch are supposed to be like half-brothers or something like that. Either cousins or half-brothers. They're actually related to each other. So those 2 storylines are actually connected in the same world. So those really are my 2 super main finishing TV series priority. I finally went back and finished the rest of the Netflix Marvel series. When I saw the finale of Hawkeye and, Wilson Fisk showed up, Vincent D'Onofrio, returning as Wilson Fisk, Kingpin, brought over from Netflix to the MCU finally, I realized I really need to go back and finish those Netflix stories, because I had left off at Defenders. That was the last thing I watched. So I binged the final week or so of 2021. I binged season 1 of Punisher, season 2 of Jessica Jones, season 2 of Luke Cage, season 2 of Iron Fist, season 2 of Punisher, season 3 of Daredevil, and season 3 of Jessica Jones to close out the whole Netflix Marvel stuff. And Daredevil really is, I think it's the consensus, it's the best of those series. Though Jessica Jones is my personal favorite. I'm going to miss Kristen Ritter playing that character. I think she was just perfect casting. I don't think I could ever picture any other actor playing Jessica Jones ever. So I have no idea if she has any interest in continuing in that role. I don't know if Disney would ever dare to bring Jessica Jones over, because Disney's very light. And even with all the violence and stuff they have in their movies and shows, most of it's cartoony violence. I think the darkest the Marvel Disney shows have gotten is in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, with the other Captain America just brutalizing that guy with Cap's shield. That's a pretty rare moment for Disney Marvel to get that dark. Because contrast the season finale of Hawkeye, where we have Hawkeye and Kate Bishop fighting the Tracksuit Mafia in Rockefeller Center. Now, I enjoyed every moment the Tracksuit Mafia was on screen. I mean, whoever made that choice to bring them from the comics into that show was, so well done. They... Again, they were really, really entertaining. But, contrast that fight with the Tracksuit Mafia, which, as violent as it was also intentionally funny. Contrast that with Daredevil, fighting the Hand. I mean, Daredevil's like some brutal violence and very, very different atmospheres. Seeing that Wilson Fisk is suddenly far stronger in the Marvel show than he was in the Netflix show, where he just ripped the card off. So I'm hoping Disney Marvel gives us a reason why he's suddenly so much stronger. Because if they just decide, well, this is just our interpretation of the same actor playing the same character, he's just different, I don't know if it's going to work the same way. How would they be able to capture the magic that they captured between Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio on that Netflix show if they make these changes without any explanation? Because, you could simply say somebody's developed a drug to give humans enhanced abilities to try to counter the super people. And you could easily see Wilson Fisk having his hands in that and enhancing himself. So basically based upon getting his ass beat by Daredevil in the Netflix series. So I'm hoping they give us an explanation, because even the other guy who caught the Hawkeye's arrow out of thin air, it's not something someone should normally be able to do. So I'm hoping that they're going that route and they give us a reason why Wilson Fisk is suddenly so much more powerful. Because if they don't, then it's not really the same characters, even though it's the same actors playing them. So we'll see. It has to be a little worried, but we'll see where it goes. Anyway, this is not intended to be me critiquing TV shows overall. It's more about I want to finish Bosch and finish Longmire so that I could begin reading those books. And they might counterbalance my reading in bed at night urban fantasy reads. I might kind of go back and forth urban fantasy and these sort of, I don't know, they're not necessarily detective mystery. I don't know, how would you classify Longmire and Bosch novels? I'm not really sure, because I never read stuff in those whatever genres they generally are. But yeah, so, and as far as TV show watching in general, when they're done, it's getting back to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., even though it's apparently not canon. I don't care. Early in season 2, I think, on that, so looking forward to continuing that. And continuing Grimm. I'm early in season 2 in that as well. And that's one of my sister's all-time favorite TV shows. Every time we talk, it's, have you finished Grimm yet? Have you finished Grimm yet? Because she just wants to talk about it so much, and she knows she can't because she doesn't want to spoil anything. So once Bosch and Longmire are done, I can dive back into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Grimm. So yeah, so even my TV watching tends to generally be genre related. So anyway, that's a quick, I'm going to start rambling because I could talk about Marvel and DC shows and movies all day as well. I love all that stuff. And I will just end this with, on a movie note, Disney Marvel's biggest challenge going forward is Fantastic Four. They have to get that right. Because if they bomb Fantastic Four the way, whether it's Fox or whoever has tried multiple times to do it, that's their make or break. It's not just Spider-Man, it's the Fantastic Four. Those are the two, franchise people for Marvel. Over everyone else, even over the X-Men and everybody else, it's Spider-Man, and they've gotten Spider-Man right, and it's Fantastic Four. So that is really Disney's big test for Marvel. Can they get it right? So we'll see. Hopefully we'll learn in the next year or two. We'll finally get a Marvel doing Fantastic Four. I want Fantastic Four, and I want Doctor Doom done right. Doom is one of the all-time greatest comic book villains. He's up there with anybody, and I appreciate the attempts at him, but no, man, you don't know. You don't understand. You haven't come anywhere close to getting that character right yet. So anyway, I'm actually rambling right now, so I'm going to close out this mini winter 2022 winter goals little video series by I guess I'm Charles. This is my SirBookSage BookTube channel. Happy reading, happy writing, happy TV and movie genre watching.